Omi o omi oko, omi o omi oko, àhíríwá wọ́n para wọn o omi oko, kọ́múradó rẹ̀ lu òyìnbó. So this is the second one, and the second one is going to be a little bit raw because I had some things that I really wanted to talk about that will make you feel that you can take that you can take this what I have here in front of me. I'm going to try to work on it. So for example, I went online to the forum that I said I was listening to, and in the forum somebody was brought up from Edo State, who is what you call it, an ordinary member of the Labour Party in Nigeria. The person is not the chairman; is what you call a chief, what you call a member of that organization, and the person was calling to come and address the platform. I was, from all what the person was saying yesterday, I believe that I thought earlier now that I am almost an island on my own. After listening to him, I kind of start finding out that there is nothing that has gone through my brain that I don't want to use me as being a caricature of this explanation. There is no stone that is left unturned out there by humanity. Anything you are thinking about, somebody else is thinking about it. Don't go and make the mistake of thinking that, oh, I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about that you are an island on your own. And that's where a lot of people make mistakes, because when I was listening after I've listened to the whole discussion, the person was very, very, very human. He addressed he went into the area that very rarely you see people talk about the original sin of servitude, or the issue of what you call bringing women from ground zero and be able to bring them to the upper level of humanity. See, he addressed it. He talked about everything. And I became more, what I call more happier than I was before I listened to him. Irrespective of what I was going through, I know now that I am not in a way, out of the ordinary. But what I do believe is that, like as I said, there is no one, that the one person did something to us, and one person did something to the women, and the person changed the trajectory of the direction that humanity was going. So it wouldn't have mattered if what that person did was the truth, but the person has used the lies as a way of what the person did. So we are now at the position where, according to the quotation he had yesterday, he said, if the truth will kill them, let them die. If the truth will part them, let them die. Let them die. So when I listened to him, I came to the conclusion that for example, there were more other things that was in play in the summation. I delved into the death of a YouTuber. They call him Pope, that drowned when they were shooting him. He was shooting some kind of movie in Nigeria. What I found out there is that that's what I said. The word we got to be solid. The business environment in with that the migration of where we are in terms of where, let's go make some more money. Let's go make some more money. It's not sustainable. That's not sustainable. Sorry for saying that. It's the what we're thinking about how we're going to the solution we're having. It's not sustainable because we are talking about how we're going to be able to go make money. Remember that the same money was the money that brought us to ground zero when, according to reliable source, where women were thrown under the bus because we were being told that, okay, we're going to go provide for you guys. And now we're going to go provide, we're going to take care of the home. Why I go bring the food in? Only to find out that as we speak right now, I was wrong about one thing too. The other second thing I was wrong about was that at the belly of the beast, more women have transcended above the boundaries of common women here. Because I'm reading abstracts. I'm reading what you call artifacts from 2012 to 2017. Because at that point in time, before then, all back to when I first of all came to America, was using the same artifacts that I was reading. But as I was reading it, I was throwing them away because I emptied my office one time about a year or two before that. So what I'm reading now is that I was wrong about thinking that women are not pulling up their own resistance. They are especially at the belly of the beast. There are more women who are occupying what I believe when I first of all came to the United States, when I see the Fortune 500 company having very few people of African descent. At that point in time, I think I was looking at the male part of the rise. I wasn't thinking about the female. But when I looked back now, there are now more women have now risen organically, and they've risen to the top. But there's still a vacuum created there that I think they've not been able to break that glass ceiling. That's at the presidential level. That's the area where what I'm talking about today. Because at the presidential level, they have not been able to get to the area where they will now be one that will be having their finger at the nuclear button, especially when you look at how threatened we are from the Kremlin, the Karate Kid, who says that I will be using my nukes if my sovereignty is threatened. We need to have a woman to have that position, and we are lacking on that. We are lacking in that environment, and I think there is a lot we can do. There's a lot we can really do, because we are lacking in that environment, and we cannot continue. We can do more, and that's what this platform is saying. How do we do it? And that's the reason why I wrote a novel. In the novel itself, it's a thesis. It's a PhD thesis that you will see a lot of candidates write to allow them to be able to get their doctorate. They will write a thesis. And when they write the thesis has to be a novelty. No matter how you want to look at it, any PhD, any person you hear that has a PhD out there must have written a thesis, and the thesis they're going to write, they may not return back to that thesis, but that thesis is going to be solid enough to where they will say, okay, I've written a thesis, and the thesis that I've written now is something that is out there. They don't have to put their phone number in there. They don't have to put their website on there. They have to put tweet in there. It's submitted to the advisor, and the advisor will sign off on it and say, okay, you have A, you have a B, you have a C, and so long as you have A, B, or C and you pass, then you will then be granted your doctorate. My book is a doctorate thesis. That's what I call it. It's a thesis that is at the doctorate level, because I said Ogi Bara, that was the protagonist, and I did not go in and just say, okay, this is to bring myself in the picture and said I've written a book. I am going to be at the background level, and I'll be coming back again with more future. Like I told somebody, my relative yesterday, who I consider to be my sidekick, I was trying to relate to her, telling her that where do we go from here? What I discovered in the conversation is that she did not have the